In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to paint a haiku by Matsuo Basho. The haiku reads,菊の香や奈良には古き仏たち. So what that means is the fragrance of chrysanthemums in Nara, among the ancient Buddha statues. The fragrance of chrysanthemums in Nara among the ancient Buddha statues by Matsuo Basho. So I'm going to show also, when you use the paper, you need to use the smooth side, not the rough side, and you place the teihon to the side. However, unlike most works of calligraphy where we just use the pure black ink, in this case we actually water it down a little bit. So I'm going to create a little bit of a stock here of black ink. Don't need much. And then I'm going to create another dish of water. Again, do not need much. And then I'm going to mix them. Now you can't return this ink to the bottle because it will be diluted. But let's see if we can get something here that has a nice watery. Okay, we might need even a little bit more water here. Let me add a second dish. You want a nice gray tone on this, so it's sort of somewhat translucent. Again, you will not need much. This might be about right. And once you create the color, you don't want to add any more black ink to it. Now, the other thing that's kind of unique about painting the haiku is there's no guidelines under the paper. So you really have to measure everything by eye. And you see it starts fairly high, and then you kind of check this is the center. So these first two lines must be on the right half of the page. And then the second line, it actually drifts a little bit to the left, but you need to leave room for the rakkan, that is to say that this is where who composed the poem. And this maru, this two circles, is the name of the person painting it, and this means kaku, and then this would be the signature seal that would be affixed. But you don't trace it, you have to go by eye, and this can be quite tricky. So again, you might do something like this to create like the halfway mark, and you're going to work within this space. Again, trying to make it as close a copy you can to the original. So also you want to look for contrast of thin and thick lines. So it gets thicker. Very delicate lines. And you come back with a thick one. Have to go slowly here because running low on ink. And just dip a little bit. And just kind of let it trail off. Then we get our second line, so pay close attention to where it is relative to the first column and how big the strokes are. So about here. Again, use the breathing to help you get those delicate lines. Okay. Now I'm going to cover up this part so that we leave room for the signature. And again, you try to space it and place it. A little more. I'm going to shift a little bit to the right here, to the left, sorry. This one's kind of tricky. Oh, sorry, this one's first. Then here. And we complete it. And then we do the rakan, which means you write who originally wrote this poem. Basho no ku means composed by Basho. Painted by Korai, that's me. Kaku, and then you'd place your signature seal here. So I'm going to turn this around so you can see it better. And you have this nice sort of translucent effect where you can see how the you can kind of see through the strokes, and it's nicely balanced in space. So that is how you paint haiku. So hope that you enjoy and can practice this.